like to see you talk your way out of this one. I'd like to see you just for once make it all clear. But you can bet that I won't go as quietly as your last one. And you can bet that just for once I won't carry fear. So hold on now, let me steal your light. If you should have found me, you might die tonight. If time will forgive us for our urgencies, love will not mistake you for prize. I'd like to recommend a third opinion, 'cause you and me ain't got that much to say. Reconcile your need for indecision. What does it matter anyway? So hold on now, let me steal your light. If you should have found me, you might die tonight. Time will forgive us for our urgencies. Love will not mistake you for a prize. Now take a chance, but you leave romance behind in just one or two. I take and break your heart so soft, it's hard to see, hard to feel. To feel alive so used for time so long. All we have is truth, we held it so dear. So hold on now, let me steal your light. If you should have found me, you might die tonight. If time will forgive us for our urgencies, love will not mistake you for a prize. Well, hold on now, let me steal your light. If you should have found me, you might die tonight. If time will forgive us for our urgencies, love will not mistake you for a prize.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to a special birthday edition of Way Too Late TV. I am your host, Sam. It is my dang birthday here on May the 24th. I am turning an indiscriminate number of years old. Yeah, I'm actually 41 this year. My God, how the hell did that happen? But the important part is I'm here now. You're here with me. Well, actually, no one's quite in the chat yet, but that's okay. The stream's just starting. I'm gonna start playing some Final Fantasy XIV. Playing on my main, Kaylee Blacksworn. She has yet to do the 5.5 quest line. I have done it on my alt Pafufu Fufu, who I named her that because it's just fun to say. It's just amazingly fun to say. Pafufu Fufu. Say it with me. Pafufu Fufu. Pafufu Fufu. But yeah, Kaylee Blacksworn, my alt or my main over on Exodus, has not done it yet, and so I will be running 5.5 A, I guess. because 5.5b drop or 5.55 drops tonight into tomorrow, um, and that continues the main scenario quest line. So let's head over to the big board. All right, so I am in Mordona. I am in the Rising Stones, and that right there is Alizé. Alizé is waiting patiently for the return of certain scions, not the least of all, you. Good news, Kaylee. Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? Discriminate talking? Ah, welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Hey, thank you, Lemon. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. How you doing this morning, Lemon? Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alizé, Graha, and Kaylee, but I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we're proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't been all tales of triumph. Just as we were taking steps toward finally addressing a primal threat, the pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, good to have you back. Though I can't help noticing we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Good, as I've just finished my day at college and now I can relax. Oh, that's wonderful. Ah, nothing quite like relaxing, right? Um, oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried, and I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to appraise Raubon and the others of how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lee said, worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and the Third, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Or as I call him, Fanny Danny? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet, as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed, or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. If Fanny Danny could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Urianger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Herb, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Raubon is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. That host alert is really not tone appropriate to this scene. I didn't even hear it. Dang it. Oh my. I missed it. I'm sorry, Herb. Thank you for the host. Oh my goodness. I need to set something. Let's see, settings real quick. Audio monitoring device. Oh, that would be why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the monitoring device was not set to my headset. So, anyway, thank you once again for the host. Very much appreciated, Herb. How are you this morning as well? Let's see. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we'll have to speak to Urianger before the meeting. Quest accepted. I don't even remember what I have my host alert as. Is it still Kaga? If it is still Kaga, I'm very amused. All right, let's see here. Speak with Urianger at the Alamegan Quarter. So we're going to Girabanya at the Alamegan Quarter. Def Raccoon, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I turned 41 today. I don't know where the years have gone, but I'm appreciative all the same. God, I love this mount. I got this from the Garo PvP event that ended back when Shadowbringers came out. It went for almost a full expansion. This mount is Ginga. There are 3 horses. There's Ginga, there's Grani, or no, not Grani. There's Goten, Ginga, and Raigo. And it's gold, it's white, and it's black. And they all look pretty much the same, but damn, but they're awesome looking. All right, let's see. Where am I going here? Alrighty. That is a... Get off the horse here. Right about there. Maybe. 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 Somewhere. Nah, never mind. I can't get to it, but that's a sightseeing log point. You have to go there and emote lookout, and you go like this, and you get XP. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I to see you all hale and whole. Old English is not a personality, Urianger. As we are to see you safely return from your mission, Urianger, I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, well, if it isn't Alphanaud and his merry band. Arenvald, what are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body is hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elizin are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great aurochs such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moan Breda towered over me nonetheless. Aw, Moon Burrito. I miss Moon Burrito. Arnvald brings out the best in Alphanaud, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. Alright. You have a good one, Def Raccoon. I will talk to you later, probably during Nexus stream. Yeah. I will see you then. Have a wonderful day. So what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? What gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? Hey, me too. I am literally getting better by the day at Apex, and I am very, very, very excited for that next tourney. I'm kind of hoping that we get custom arenas by the next time tourney rolls around, because that would be awesome. If Fordola is going with him, then that must mean... My apologies. As Arnvold rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. Crash. How are you? Thank you for the follow last week. I do appreciate it, and it's good to see you again.
I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Hold on. I think I might be able to,
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
I know what I can do. Hold on just a sec. Volume mixer. There we go.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal.
I'm doing alright. Just hanging out, having a birthday stream. You know how it be.
But since then we have seen no sign of this Fan Daniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Thank you, thank you.
Whenever and wherever it may be, We must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us.
By the way, it's Final Fantasy XIV custom to when someone nods in the game, you have to nod back to them on stream. It's just the way things be.
Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered.
Hello, Eruso. How are you this morning? My goodness. Your powers seem to be at full strength today.
But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
Thank you, thank you. The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
I have them in red as well.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
Aha.
So the Empire is the common thread.
Indeed.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma.
Yeah, I've got a 2080 myself, and it does me well. I've had it for quite some time, and it won't steer you wrong. You don't need a fancy 30 card for most of the games out today.
The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
And hello, Arianda. And I'm so sorry about your 2070 Super. I know, that was devastating.
Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We're glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Bordola being her usual bubbly, happy to be of assistant self. Oh.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
I think Alpha Node has just entered the worry stage of the MSQ.
Are you
Thank you, Kiwi! Yay, thank you for the host, Kiwi. Oh, I think I figured it out. Something is... Okay, yeah. I need to go actually over here and advanced audio properties. Alert box. Monitor only. Monitor and output. There we go. And set it way low. Okay, there we go. Now I will actually get do I actually have the alert box on here? Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay, why do I have it hidden in the mixer? That's weird. Okay, alert box. There we go. All right. Now we go. Thank you, Aruso. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm just here having a good time. Thank you all for showing up. That's the best birthday gift of all, really. Just having a whole bunch of friends show up and chat and have a good time in the chat. And hey, spooky cupcakes are the best kind of cupcakes. They really are. Thank you to Bateri. Good to see you as well. How are you doing today, dude? Alright, let's talk to Arenvald. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore. We gonna get a voice cutscene?
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvald, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan.
Please, use his formal name, Fanny Danny.
With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fudola?
Whoops.
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Aldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
That's right, my favorite dungeon is Cutter's Cry. But I'll actually be running Pagalthon later on, which is the newest dungeon. It is part of the main scenario questline, and I will be getting to it in just a smidge later. And yeah, Alphanod will definitely be dreaming about going mountain climbing.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
That does sound like a solid start to the week. Yeah, I actually am upgrading my mom's phone right now, and she's going from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 12 something or other, just because hers is just so interminably slow right now, and it's just not feasible to work with anymore, and I think hers is currently a 64 gig hard drive, flash memory hard drive, and yeah, she's upgrading to a 256 gig, so that's going to make a huge difference. So oh, thank you, Stream Elements. But yeah, that will actually get here tomorrow. I've already got the case, and the screen protector gets here today. And I do have a request for all who have the ability to do so. If you have the ability to do so, I request that you have a grilled cheese sandwich at some point today, in honor of my birthday. That is my request for today for all of my friends and viewers and watchers and everything like that. So grilled cheese sandwich, tomato soup if you're so inclined. I've got a grilled cheese on my mind. I'm gonna have one with some tomato soup and maybe some mac and cheese a little later on today. So, and plenty of lactate pills on the side.
And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head.
There you go, Aruso, and thank you, Orange.
I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
God, love her voice actor.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
I don't think you could have stood in their way, Alphanode. Ooh, which cheese?
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthon instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
Egg bread flip things? Like Toad in the Hole? Ooh. Organic or dairy-free cheddar. Okay. My personal favorite grilled cheese is Havarti. Just because of the way it crisps up when it literally hits the griddle naked, I guess. But yeah, it's a great stringy melty cheese. But you can't beat a good American or cheddar or yellow cheese as well. So
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
yep, Alpha Node bought the fist bump emote.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer.
Bandy Danny.
Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
You mix up a bunch of eggs, put it in the pan, and put the bread on top. Let it cook a little and flip the whole thing over. Fold the egg over the bread, put your center ingredients, for example cheese, and then fold the two slices over each other to make a sandwich. Toss it on the George Foreman to finish it off. Very nice. I'd not heard of that before, but now I can't get by without one. Semi-recently learned about the mayo pan fry variation on the grilled cheese. It's decadent. Think I might do that for lunch. Yeah. Mayo works in a pinch in place of butter on grilled cheese. Some people prefer it in place of butter, not even in a pinch, just because, I mean, it's oil and egg, so it's still, you know, grease and lubrication, so it works pretty much the same as butter, so it browns the bread and imparts a little bit more flavor than butter sometimes, so boyfriend saw it on a YouTube video, now it's his favorite way to make breakfast Sammys. I can imagine. Yeah, that does sound good, the egg flip. God, yeah. No, I want one. Don't have any eggs in the house, though, so next time I get some groceries, probably gonna grab some eggs there. But, yeah.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task, chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Bloody thing. Can you
to Taru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian. And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But...
Oh, whoops. You can find him in Ishgard.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Right.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Alrighty. You're allowed to have this one once every few years. Yeah, I know the type. Complete. Quest complete. Alright, let's speak with Elfinode. So, Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. Alright. Let's head off to Foundation. Alright, where are we headed? Right there. Awesome. All present? Let's split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Grauha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Kaylee can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well, let us reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck. I'm realizing that I'm trying to give Alphanode the Fraser Crane treatment here. I think I shall begin at the Skysteel Manufactory, so perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Alright, so going to the Forgotten Knight. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of the food videos, is you just go, I need to nom this right now and I don't have it in front of me. You see where the problem lies. Good evening to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Aymeric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you've not come in search of him. To what, then, do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Explanation. I see. No, we were not aware Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Aymeric only to find him absent? In any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Alright, now we go to the airship landing, and it's time. It's time for one of the funniest scenes in... Okay, I really need to, Okay, I need to, transform, stretch to straight. Okay, that didn't help. Okay, come on. It's time for one of the funniest scenes in the game right now. There we go. Alright, so we're going to the Astrologicum. Because the Astrologicum is right next to the airship. Now, Alize is the twin sister of Alphanode. Right? She's the one with the red tag in her hair. Right? She also has the ether rapier. And she is a girl. And Alphanode is a boy. And they are typical brother and sister in that they loathe each other playfully most of the time. So Estinian kind of has the same relationship with Alphanode as Arenvald does. So yeah, that's where we pick up our story.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
That's Estinian.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino. Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting. Estinian! It's been too long.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time. You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Astinian as he does Arenvald.
Perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never had. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep them all to yourself forever. Chat? A, B, or C? All right, I went with B on my alt, so I'm gonna go actually with C on this one. Well, you can't keep them all to yourself forever.
Keep him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
Oh yeah. Kaylee is nothing if not saucy.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
She'll do it.
Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less... blunt?
See if it actually takes my mouse click this time. She's the true secret final boss. Oh, yeah. Alright. And here we are in Azisla. Coleslaw. It has been quite some time since I last set foot in Azisla, but I understand 3 of you were here more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Kaylee is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Alright. Even now she remains a prisoner of the Allegan Empire. Let's just say it helped that Midgar Sormer was there to introduce me, or... I'll go with A. Even now she remains a prisoner of the Allegan Empire. Ever since the end of the war with the Mericidia, yes. To to have been held captive for so long. I too have met with Tiamat. Ow. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had harbored thoughts of vengeance, and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns on undimmed. It torments her, even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. And yes, the Squall answer is in here. The ellipsis. Let's see. Skill speed, vitology, direct hit rate, or direct hit, vitology, determination, or critical hit, vitology. I keep saying vitality, or vitology, because I'm a huge Pearl Jam fan, but no, it's vitality, not vitology. Spell speed. Probably gonna go with direct hit, vitality, determination. Why not? Quest complete. And I'm realizing that I have the music turned off for some reason. But that's fine. Alright. Estinian is ready to lead the way to Tiamat. Tiamat awaits. This way. It's not registering my mouse clicks for some reason. Alright, where are we headed? Right there. That right there is the prison. There's Tiamat. Just big chillin'. You know. Oh, jeez. Dang it.
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Explanation. That my sin should be repeated. She speaks in dragon. I sense not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know none save the dragons of Mericidia, our children. The Icon claimed their souls when first he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Allagon's dark designs.
Much like those held here in Asisla. If who worship Bahamut are required to summon him. That must mean...
Yes, the dragons of Mericidia are at the mercy of this Ascian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Ascians, vile minions of darkness. Jeez, she's pissed. Again you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering.
I mean, he's not wrong.
But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What wouldst thou have from me, Slayer of Dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Couldn't hear you over the sound of me shitting myself. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire, but words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. So if she got tempered, if she became under the influence of the Ascians, and lost her will, and got taken over by the Ascians, then, yeah, bad things would happen. Yeah, bad things would happen if she got brainwashed. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
Jeez. When our own star faced annihilation, Heidelin granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Heidelin and to all who have suffered from my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Alright. Speak to Graha. While Porxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose that we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Allagans kept detailed records on all of their notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. Of course you do, Graha. You insufferable nerd, you. We shall leave that to you, then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to removal of those shackles. I know Alphinaud and Kaylee here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Asinian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star, though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. Nerd! It took the encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step toward a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work here is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the Flagship. Ah yes, we are familiar with it. The Aetherochemical Research Facility in particular. Back when, the Aetherochemical Research Facility was, current content, the Tomestone of choice, at the time were, esoterics. The, Allagan Tomestone of esoterics. So, we used to call it the, let's see, the Aetherochemical Research Facility, the, the Esochemical Farming Facility? Something along those lines. I just, my brain went completely blank when I started talking there. The, Esoteric Farming Facility. Because you just run it over and over and over again to get, the esoteric, tomestones. But, yeah. We are familiar with it. The Aetherochemical Research Facility. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. I love this. which you just happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose that could seem rather odd. To explain, Rambrose, Urianger, and I are researching the use of spirit vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines. Excuse me for a second. And so I keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being of royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try, at least. It's also useful for distracting vampires. That is correct. And by the way, no, I am not Michael Jackson. I am wearing my arthritis and fibromyalgia compression glove on my left hand here. It's new. Just got it yesterday, and it's doing an okay job. So I can't wear it on my right, or I can't wear the right one on my right hand because that's my mouse in hand, and it kind of messes up my mouse in hand. So I'm not Shamon. I'm not as precise with my mouse as I am when I have the glove on. So but holy crap. I need to turn on the system fan because it is getting extremely hot on the video card. And that is a bad thing. One sec. Alrighty. Okay, that should do the trick. Temperature should start going down relatively soon here. Turn the fan up, turn the internal fan up. Clearing the memory real quick. Yeah, that's a lot of degrees right there. To the flagship then. Actually, on that note, I think right now would actually be a pretty decent time to call it, just to give my computer a little bit of time to cool down. I do want to thank everyone here. Let me actually send it over to the stream ending screen. Yeah, melting down would be bad. I want to thank everyone here. I want to thank Aruso, Orange, Tubatary, my gosh, Arianda, Crash, I want to thank Herb, Lemon, Kiwi, let's see, who else? Stream Elements. Thank you, Stream Elements. You're the best bot. Sorry, Nightbot. And you know, everyone, thank you, Crash. Thank you all for showing up. I really do appreciate it. You've made this birthday very memorable. I will be back next time. Please check out waytoolatetv.com. That is, if you scan that thing with your phone or QR code reader, it will take you to waytoolatetv.com. And waytoolatetv.com is my link tree, and it's got links to everywhere that you will find me on the internet as Way Too Late TV. It's got my Twitch, my Twitter, my YouTube, which I... Okay, here's the deal. I'm kind of mostly pivoting to YouTube instead of Twitch. I'm uploading a lot more to YouTube than I am streaming on Twitch. And I'm okay with that. I'm still modding streams for Nex and Pound of Flesh and Pristine P. I'm still doing the Win Those XPs podcast every other Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific on Pristine P's channel. I'm just doing a lot more YouTube stuff. I'm doing Bite-Size Battletech, which is 15 to 20 minute episodes of Battletech, the 2018 game, just so that you can watch a short episode and be on your way. I'm doing Way Too Soothing, which is my favorite project. It's kind of like ASMR Light. I'm reading through Anne of Green Gables, and reading it in a very soothing, restful voice, so that you can listen to me read a chapter at a time. And new chapters come out every Sunday afternoon at 30:00 Pacific time on youtube.com/waytoolatetv. Oh yeah, smooth lit. Totally. youtube.com/waytoolatetv. There is a playlist for specifically Way Too Soothing. So check that out. I was doing Final Fantasy VII Remake Hard Mode, but the episodes kind of started getting a lot too long, and no one was watching them because they were way too long. So I think I'm just going to cut my losses with that. But once Intergrade comes out in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be probably playing that in bite-sized doses on YouTube as well. But I want to thank everyone once again. This has been a fantastic start to the birthday. I might be back a little later on stream. It all depends on how I'm feeling today. I get my second dose of the Moderna on Friday, so I probably will be out of commission all damn weekend. So if I'm actually feeling up to anything, I will try and stream this weekend, but no promises yet. So yeah, I want to thank everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna get that poke. Everyone, thank you once again. I'm Sam. This has been Way Too Late TV. Let me actually check real quick to see if anyone is streaming. Let me see real quick. Other channels that I follow. Oh, hey, my name is Who is streaming World of Warcraft. Okay, my name is Who Won. I met this guy actually doing Apex stuff. He is a totally cool guy. If you want to stick around, that's cool. If you want to dip, that's also cool. Thank you once again. Good night, my night owls. Sleep well when you get there, even if that's, like, way the hell late tonight. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Gotta be kidding me though, bro. Come on, man. Blind. Fear. Yeah, that was... Fuck, man. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing today, brother? That's good, man. That's good. Thanks for the raid, bro. I appreciate it very much. I'm just doing some PvP at the moment, man.